Look out my window and what do I see? A little honeybee flying by me. I think to myself about my routine.
I've been working in my one bed, specifically bed A1, and I've just harvested and removed some items from my bed, and I've been conscientious about not making a mess. I made a little pile, and then I came over with some harvest buckets, and I separated out my invasive plants, and these I'm going to take over to the invasive pile and leave them there. I'm not even going to weigh those because they're not essential as part of my outputs. But I have composted some cabbage. This has gone by. I'm not going to eat it. I ate some earlier. But this cabbage I want to make sure I weigh and record. So I'm going to go over how to do that right now. Here's our harvest station. It's right at the entrance to the farm area, and this is our scale. To turn it on, simply push the on button. Now you can toggle through the units here. Where we want it to be is on pounds. It's also important that you have zeroed out the scale. It's presently at 0. Step 1, I put an empty bucket on the scale. I zero the weight with the empty bucket. I now remove that empty bucket for use at some other time by some other person, and I get my bucket with my cabbage. The bucket weighed 1.5 pounds, but that's been zeroed out. So all we have to look at is the 1.46 reading on the scale. The 1.46 is the cabbage only. And that is what I will record on my data sheet, and I will show you how to do that. I will record the name cabbage. I will record 1.46 pounds. I'll record the bed it came from, in this case, bed A1. And I will record that in this case, the cabbage is for compost. I will then take the cabbage and I will walk it over to the corner over here, which I've shown you before in our farm tour, by the chicken coop, and I will put it in the greens or browns pile. If instead you have harvested calorie crop, in other words food, you'll follow this same process, only recording the item as a cal instead of a comp crop.
Even if you don't care about science, please, please, please take our advice. The most important thing to know is this: never mess with ecosystem services.